Well, one of the things I said I wanted to do was to hike in snow, and that's definitely what's here at the top of Springer Mountain. It's not snowing now, we're in the clouds and it's bloody cold, but it snowed overnight and probably will again tonight. So at the start point and ready to go. Okay, I'm about 2.5 miles from Three Forks. So I left the parking lot at Springer about 0.8 of a mile ago. Very, very beautiful walking through trails, really good. All downhill, which is even better. As you can see, snow everywhere. Okay, it's actually just starting to melt. It's now 20 past 1 in the afternoon, so it's starting to melt. The trail up to Springer Mountain was okay going up. Coming down all those rocks and mud was quite a slippery proposition. If it wasn't for the poles, I probably would have fallen about half a dozen times. Very, very slippery on the rocks. But this is really nice. And I'll talk to you again once I get down to Three Forks or down to the Long Creek Falls. Just down to the first creek that I've crossed since coming down from the car park at Springer Mountain. Nice running water here. Slippery rocks, really good. And where does the trail go? Must be this way. All these snow's starting to melt, which is certainly putting a lot of water around. Okay. One problem with trail runners is they're already pretty wet. Socks are pretty wet. But as long as you keep moving, I don't think that's a problem. Always change them out at the end of the day. Bloody snow and ice keeps falling on my head. Okay, trying to walk at a reasonable pace without sweating, because it is quite cold. Anyway, keep going. Second creek I've crossed. Little footbridge here. I'll tell you what, this trail is so slippery. It's like a clay with the melting snow and water. It's not a day where you can spend time admiring the view unless you stop. If you lose attention at all, you're just as likely to attention at all, you're just as likely to fall down. But not going too bad. Left Springer Mountain. We left late this morning. The shuttle driver forgot to set his watch forward an hour, or his alarm clock. So we're an hour late getting started. I never got to the top of Springer Mountain until about 1:15. So how far today I'm going, I don't know. I was actually going to stop there tonight, originally, but since it doesn't get dark light in the morning till after 7, and I'm an early riser and I'm usually walking well before then, I figured I need to come down the track at least as far as the Long Creek Falls, because otherwise I wouldn't see them in the dark. So at the moment my only destination for the day is to get at least to there. Once I get to there, I'll then have a look and see where I want to stop tonight. probably Hawk Mountain Shelter, or maybe even past that. I don't know how many places I've passed so far. They've got fire rings and room for 1 or 2 or more tents. There seems to be heaps. It's about everywhere on the map where I picked out and might have a flat spot. Someone has been there, tented up, and I know where I am now. Okay, that one I think is Stover Creek, the first Stover something or other. The first shelter, you can just see it up there through the trees. Okay, so I'm about 2.8 miles down from Springer in. Oh, just on an hour. So it's not bad going, probably because most of it's downhill. Wait until we get the uphill parts, that'll slow me down. Okay, well keep going, catch you later. Okay, I've just got down a bit further to the next creek, crossed over, stopped and had a bit of a break. Rhododendrons everywhere. I'm just about to head, I don't know, back up that way, up those rocks. I've actually stopped and taken my fleece off and just put a raincoat on over the top of my merino t-shirt. It's warm enough. Didn't see the sense in getting my fleece all wet because it's constant dripping out of the trees of melted snow. Instead, so I've put the raincoat on with everything open, zips and that open, and I've put the umbrella up. And it's certainly a lot drier. So that's where I'm going for the next. I'm going to take off from here now and catch you further up the trail.
Headed to Hawk.
Again?
Are you headed to Hawk?
I don't know how far I go today. It doesn't get dark till what, 7, 8 o'clock?
I don't know now that the time changed. It was 6:30, so maybe now it's 7.
Okay. Well, I'm never going to get anything standing here talking. I'm at Three Forks actually, for people on whatever listening in.
Oh, what are you doing with that?
Oh, I'm just going to put it on YouTube so my family can follow me and friends and that in Australia.
Cool. Sweet, awesome.
That's good. Alright, I'll get going. Have a good day. You're walking back up to Springer then, are you? Ah, good on. Where do you actually live around here?
I live at Springer.
Live at where?
I live at the shelter when I'm working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live in a tent up there. Just help out hikers on their first night.
So how long are you here on the truck for?
5 days, 4 nights a week.
Okay.
And then I get 2 days in town to take a shower and eat and all that.
Good. Well, catch you later. Nice little street. And cars, there's cars, but there's just a car leaving over there now. Just one left. Okay, Long Creek Falls. Creek coming out of it. And the falls themselves, which always look so much bigger in other people's videos, it's not really that big at all. But it's a nice little spot. In summer it'd be a beautiful spot to come down and soak your feet. Okay, so that was Long Creek Falls. G'day, so I'm about a kilometre, so about 0.7 of a mile, something like that, from the Hawk Mountain campsite. which is at mile 7.4, sorry, 7.2. The weather's cleared up a little bit. Obviously all the snow's melted except for a few spots behind logs. We did just have the sun out briefly, so you know, we might get a little bit more of that later. So hopefully, oh there it is, the sun's out again. You might be able to see that in the video. So I'm just going to keep going, get to this campsite, and hopefully I'll get some views from up there somewhere. Until then, catch you later. I'm doing my usual. I got up at about 4:30, quarter to 5, packed up, was walking by about 5:10 after having a quick snack. Just gone past the Gooch shelter turn off, and I'm heading down now to Hightower Gap. It's nice walking at this time of the morning, nice and cool, very bloody cool. But there's no one on the track, and I quite like walking in the dark. You don't notice the ups and downs so much. Once I get to probably not Hightower Gap, but the next one after it, which I think is Horse Something Gap, I'll stop there for breakfast. Okay, catch you later. I'm at it's day 2. It's about 7:30. I'm in Cooper's Gap. It got colder as the morning went on. And the sun's up now, or almost up. It's probably on the other side of this mountain, just this mountain it's up. By the time I got down here to Cooper's Gap, the water had frozen my bottle and tube. Just from when I left this morning, it was fine. So in those 2 hours just before dawn, it got really, really cold. So from here, it's up Justice Mountain, down to Justice Creek. As I said, I want to try and get to Jared Gap today, which is mile 24. So I've already done 5 and a bit of it. So I'm at 12.3 I think at the moment. So I've only got about another 12 to go, and I've got all day to do it in it, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so I'll catch you later. I'm going to keep moving to warm up. Okay, I came over that this morning and down to Cooper's Gap, which I've just left. Sun's up, as you can see. I stopped in Cooper's Gap to have some breakfast. The sun is just coming up now. Okay, so hopefully it's going to warm up soon, because it is bloody cold. Between the time I left Hawk Mountain campsite this morning at 5 and the time I got into Cooper's Gap at just on 7, the water in my bottle and tube froze. It was alright when I left because I was drinking from it. So in those 2 hours, just before sunlight, it got incredibly cold. Okay, I'm going to keep going down to Justice Creek and keep walking. Catch you later. Must be getting close to Justice Creek because we're starting to get into rhododendrons again, which seem to be always down, at least so far from what I've seen, down near creeks. This is Justice Creek just below me, I think, so just moving down to the crossing point. Oh, lots of flat areas just down here where you can camp. I hear people yahooing too. Obviously it's well used because there's a nice big fire pit there, and you might be able to see the tent on the other side, which is a reddish colour. In fact, there's a few tents over there. So I'll just keep the video on for a bit. Okay, so we're going down to the crossing point now. Sorry, not Lance Creek, this is Justice Creek, right there. So this is Justice Creek. Justice Mountain, Justice Creek. Steps, hate steps. It's a flowing water here though, there's plenty of water. Okay. So that's about 7 miles to here this morning, and it's 9 o'clock, so 4 hours, not bad. Okay, I'll sign off now, catch you later. We're about 200, about 0.2 of a mile from Gooch Shelter. I think it's Blackwell Creek, certainly flowing very well. It's the Gooch Gap shelter, okay, Gooch Gap. Heading back out to the track now, just stopped at breakfast. Second breakfast. They've got bare cables and they've got a bare box here, which is really good. Apparently it was chockers last night, it was absolutely full with people. And if you don't know if you noticed in the thing then, but there's still about 3 or 4 in bed from last night. And it's now 11:15. Obviously don't want to make big miles today. Alright, catch us all later. I'm at Gooch Gap. I think it's 17.3. So that's almost 10 miles this morning, and it's only, what time is it? It's only 11:20. So that's not too bad. I don't know how much further I want to go. I want to leave a fairly short route walk tomorrow. So I might actually try and get to Lance Creek, or I'm not too far away from it anyway, before close of play. It's supposed to be very cold tonight with very strong wind, so wind chill's going to be a bit of a problem. I need to try and get somewhere out of the wind, and preferably with some other people there in a big roaring fire, so I can maybe dry a bit of my gear out. Because you just have to wear some warm things for your walking. This wind is really, really cold. So I'm wearing a wool t-shirt, and then my my light fleece top, and then I've got I started off with a wind shield over the wind shirt over the top, but that wasn't doing it for me, so I've replaced it with my raincoat. So yeah, nice big open areas here if you get to here for camping. Plenty of fire pits around. Might be a little bit windy if it's a strong wind going though. Okay, I'll catch us all later. Got a bit of a view from here. I hope we don't have to go over that bloody mountain. Probably we do. It's a very hazy day. It's cold, clouds have moved in. Wind is picking up, supposed to be really strong winds tonight. There's the track, and there you can see a marker up there. Okay, catch us later. You probably can't see how steep that is. but it's very steep. We're just walking along the side here at the moment on our way to Neel Gap. The trail's been not too bad. The only real bad hills today were the two in the dark. I don't think they had a name because I couldn't see a name on the map for them. Between where I stopped last night at the Hawk Mountain campsite and Cooper's Gaps. They were great in the dark. Still a little bit slippery from the day before, but the trail's dried out quite a bit today. The wind's been blowing all day, so it's not too bad. I'll catch you later. It's a bit of a better view from up here. I don't know where I am. I'm just short of Black Mountain. I think there's the next big black mountain at the top here. That's not a bad little view. Down into the valley. I'll catch you later. Another good view. Okay, that's where I'm going. I think it's Black Rock Mountain. I had to turn all my electrical stuff off because the cold is draining the batteries. Okay, down to the valley. And then you can't see much back there where I've just come from. So you can just maybe pick out that mountain through the trees there. Okay, but getting bloody cold. It's now 1:45, and the temperature's going down and the wind's picking up. So I think I might stop at Neel Gap, especially if there's anyone there with a big fire going. Anyway, catch us later. Well, you can see I've got the only footprints in the snow. I'm about a mile from Blood Mountain. It's still snowing sporadically. And bloody cold. Coldest I've ever been. I don't know what the actual temperature is, but there's a really strong wind blowing as well. So the wind chill will be pretty high. Okay, 1 more mile to go to get the top, so I'll catch you all later. Okay, that's where I came up. Up top of Blood Mountain. As you can see, a lot of snow. There's the Blood Mountain shelter. It's the only brick shelter on the, or stone shelter on the AT. I've got to head off that way. There's about 6-inch drifts of snow coming up here. I've got 2.4 to go down to the shelters to Neel Gap, so I'm going to head straight off. I can't bother waiting around here and get cold. Okay, catch you later. Alright, just coming down into mountains crossing, Neel's Gap and Mountain Crossings Outfitters. I'm so glad to be here. I can tell you now, it's freezing. It's been snowing the whole time. I don't know if you can see the snow. It's been snowing the whole time since I left Blood Mountain. Oh, in fact, it started to go up Blood Mountain, it started to snow again. Up to 6 inches deep up on top. I wasn't planning on stopping here because it's not even, it's only just after 10 in the morning. But there's no way I'm going to camp tonight and possibly even tomorrow night. They're talking about temperatures down to single digits Fahrenheit, which for Australians is minus 13 and below. So I've got my sleeping gears good for 10. It's minus 10, or 12 I think it actually is. But I've just no way I'm going to stay out in this sort of weather. My parents didn't raise a dumb boy. Okay, especially coming from the temperatures I have been in Australia. Okay, so that's where I'm going to be stopping. I'm just going to turn this off, then I'll start again when I get down near this tree. Okay, we're a bit closer. There's the tree that's got all the shoes in it. Heard a couple of different things. If you quit here, you throw your shoes in there. If you change your shoes here, you throw your shoes in there. I don't know which one's right. Apparently quite a lot of, this is where up to 25% of people quit. Okay, I'm going in where get somewhere warm. Bye.
Okay, so this is the outfit. It's at Neel's Gap. Got this in the light. You can see all the shoes hanging from the tree. I just did a check with my watch, and it's minus 10 degrees Celsius. But that's not taking into account the wind chill. Apparently 25 mile-an-hour winds at the moment, so I'd imagine it's quite cool. You see the snow, that's where we came down from yesterday. It goes up to Blood Mountain. Okay, so catch you all later.